The US and Israel are not fighting the same war. Let's get into it, everybody. Your friendly political analyst here with your geopolitical analysis. Here we go. I'm going to give you some context that you probably just didn't know. Our friend Benjamin ran on the idea that he was going to make peace with Iran. He was going to bring peace to Iran in regime change. And regime change means to kill their leader and replace it with somebody you like. Since Benjamin has been in office, he has tried to convince every U.S. president he has come in contact with to go to war or conflict with Iran. But you know, Benjamin is just like Donald, so I see why they get along. Because when Benjamin leaves office, or when that time does come, he has charges waiting for him for fraud, bribery, and breach of trust. I got kicked out of my room. But yes, the U.S. and Iran were having negotiations the whole month of February. Officials in Oman even stated that an historic agreement was going to come about. Trump stating that they did not want to stop enriching uranium was a fucking lie. Even Oman officials and United Nations officials have come out and said, no, they were about to sign the documents. They were on edge of the agreement. This war was started to restructure the Middle East for Israel. Either Trump did not know that his diplomats were making progress, or he just didn't give a fuck. It's one of the two. You have to think about it like, after our diplomats were sitting across the table from their diplomats, the Iranian diplomats, on a Wednesday, we bombed them on a Friday. Do you know how insane that is? And Benjamin gave Trump the intelligence of where the Iranian supreme leader was, prompting Trump to assassinate him. And he edges him on, like, oh, this is going to be just like Venezuela. This is just going to be just like Venezuela. Oh my goodness. And what does Trump do? He bites the bait. He gets hooked like a damn bass on that hook. Like, anyone that's in foreign policy could tell you that there is no regime change when it comes to Iran, because Iran's a power vacuum, and you kill one supreme leader, another one pops up, another one pops up, and another one pops up, because that's just how it is. Every president before Trump understood not to get baited by Israel. Do not go into war with Iran. We're not going to war with Iran. Absolutely not. Because everyone knows you cannot change the regime in Iran. It is not Venezuela. Yeah, you could take their president, you can kidnap them, but Iran is not like that at all. But of course Donald didn't see that. He has no fucking experience. He has no idea of what he's doing. Donald and Benjamin are not fighting the same war. Donald thought this was going to be Venezuela, easy peasy, lemon squeezy, new regime change, new leader, our puppet. They gonna love us. We gonna sell oil in dollars. It's gonna be what it is. And Benjamin's over there like, we finna bulldoze the bitch. I'm bombing civilians. I'm bombing blocks. I'm bombing city blocks. I don't care. I'm bombing it all. And what Israel wants, there is no goal. There is no end game. There is no exiting that type of war, because you want to colonize them. That's the goal, is to colonize. And why did they bring us in here? Because they need the money. They need the money. They need the guns. They need the people. They need the bodies. They need everything that we can offer. They need it. Because they cannot fight them by themselves. That country is humongous. They would have been smashed. If that was the only target, they would have been done for. We got played so bad. That is also another reason why Joe can't left. And he said that. He was like, we are being very influenced by another country to do this, and there's no reason for us to be doing this, so I'm out. Like, that's exactly why. But also, here are some updates from the last hour, and it's 7:30 on a goddamn Sunday. Donald has given Iran 48 hours to open the Strait of Hormuz, where 20% of the world's oil comes from. It ships in and out. And Iran said, I'm not doing that. I'm gonna close it actually indefinitely to all of my enemies. So, yup. Petty boots. Iran was also breached Israeli air defenses and landed missiles very close to their nuclear center as a bitch, try me. I know where you is and I can get to you. They also hit their one and only international airport. And I just want to say something to everybody, that if Benjamin was doing it by himself against Iran, he would lose. And Iran is spreading itself thin because it's also being attacked across the sea from U.S. bases, right? So it has to send missile fire there. If it only had to go over there, they'd be done.